At the Bigfoot Museum, Ralph's getting ready to do some footprint casts. Gray Harbor, right foot. Cripplefoot, right foot. Cripplefoot, left foot. He has latex molds that fit in here, and then they put the plaster in. Here's our assistants today, are Frank and Sarah, helping Ralph do the cast. That's a big hand.
Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music.
Big footprints. Bigger footprint. Cripplefoot.
Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music.
Tony is entertaining us singing.
Let's see. 'Cause I need a better picture.
This is Ralph. This is Ralph making casts.
Loads of fun.
My job is to keep refilling the water bottles, which are over there. What are the wires going to do? Oh, that's for hanging them up. You put them in
the backer. So
you put it after you pour it and smooth it. You put the wire in so it can be hung up, right?
Yep. That's it.
Ooh, that's going to be the hanger on the back of it. They're just going to use plaster of Paris. You have just the one bag?
Yeah. That's like a second, third generation print right here, this Patterson. I bought this off of Beckshire when he had his museum in San Francisco. Really? Yeah, he had got it basically right from Patterson's collection. Yeah.
Say that again.
This is just regular water for a release agent. You don't want to use soap and latex. You don't need all those expensive release agents that they sell. It's pretty silly. And just simple water will do it. This way it helps pop out of the cast easier, out of the mold. Feels like it got wet.
Feels like what? Rock?
Feels like it got wet.
Ooh, a mic rug.
Okay, I know how much these are to weigh these out to. I've been doing it for so long now that a few hundred casts. This way I could rapid fire before the casts get hard. I can make 2 or 3 at once and save as much plaster as possible. Once the container gets wet, then it's you can't put dry powder in it, of course, and get the same exact results that I want. Pre-measure bottle. Gonna make it like a thick pancake mix. That's too thick. Still chunky. And I like to take the stuff that's around the sides, bust it up, mix it up. Oh, there's a flush.
Almost entombed a fly.
Yeah. Okay, before it sets good. That way it gets down into all the cracks and crevices. I have an angle at this table, but it's already starting to set up, as you can see now, because I want to use the rest of that plaster. We'll throw in another one. This is going to be another cast. I could probably pour the Patterson print here. Stick this sucker in there. There we go. Alrighty.
So it makes a little hook to hang it from.
Okay.
This is the one he did while. Oh, the fly's sitting on it. I was changing the water. when he did that one. So this is how you make casts, boys and girls.
Well, Patterson and Gimlin would have loved having the egg beater and stuff along with them.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to go for the Gray Harbor cast. Takes a lot more. Now, at this consistency that I have it at, a thick pancake batter, it'll set up and dry real fast with this type of heat, a little bit of breeze. This will be done in 20 minutes. Gotta mix it real good to get the lumps out of it. And you'll start to feel it set up. Start to get real thick. And it's done. That's right, tell them, Sarah. Oh boy, yeah, feel that.
That's
It's
thick,
already
man.
setting up. But you can still save it. I hope. Ow! I just smashed my finger on the other cast.
I bet that hurt.
Oh, it didn't feel good. Alright, and this one. Yeah, it's really hot out here. These are setting up really fast. So
Well, it's a little wind too.
yeah, you want to get these as flat as possible so that they're not lopsided if they sit down. And when you lay them down, they're not lopsided. Look at that. That's already drying up. Okay. Still good there, so what do we got left?
Yeah. What is that, by the way?
That's the Gray Harbor. I call it the pad print because there's the full print, and it makes another step, and then there's a half.
Oh,
print,
there's
like
a half
jump.
footprint.
Yeah.
That's a half footprint. Gray's Harbor?
Yep. Okay, now it's time to pop these guys.
Pop them out.
It's been about, what, half hour?
Something like that.
Wow, it's really warm too.
Wow. Might be silly to mention you are going to pay me if I'm on film.
Where are we gonna set these?
Uh-oh.
Because it's gonna take a while for them to dry.
Just put them back on the table.
Out here?
Somebody take
Can't
them.
leave them out front.
Well, leave them in the table in there. My problem is just
There you
getting.
go. Bossberg handprint for you.
There you go. Come on, nice.
That's a good one. Ta-da.
Yeah.
Patterson.
You get a fly?
Yeah. Sure did.
Does it still show?
No. Alright, good old gray. Start from the heel, peel upward into the tail. There it comes. This one's got some access, and it just comes right off. That's the excess, it's not the actual breaking of the cast, of course. That's one of the famous Meldrum casts that he takes everywhere. Somewhere there's a mid-tarsal break in there. People have a hard time getting transport. Oh yeah, no, it's real thick. Good. But yeah, just, you know, it's only a ½ inch. Gotta be real careful busting the excess on. Okay, that's as far as I want to go with that. Ain't you will. See, the nice thing about this cast, or these two casts actually, you can still see the marks that Grover Krantz drew into it for the anatomy of the break in the foot right here. So he drew out the anatomy, and you can actually take a pen and draw it in.
Darken it in, yeah.
Yeah, you can darken it in. I mean, it's crystal clear. Where that's what sells these casts. And I haven't seen any casts for sale on the internet or anything that you could still see the markings that Grover Krantz put in. So these got to be like second or third generation casts too, from the original. See, and this one's the same thing.
Yeah, that's really thin too.
This is real thin, but I did an extra pour too because there's a lot of excess. And plus too, this is a real hard plaster. It dried real fast because of the conditions out here, the heat and everything in the evening. It's perfect time. Oh boy, yeah. It's thick, it's still real touchy. But what a nice cast it is too, you know, you can still see the bone marks and the anatomy built into it that Grover Krantz actually did. Sweet.
Sweet.
And then you can hang it. Go on the internet. You download Grover Krantz's picture as it shows him talking about it. Then there's a history about the prints and everything. It's a really cool deal. And you hang these up with the framed, with the framed picture of Grover and his writings about it, his research on the foot. It's pretty cool.
Where are you putting them in here?
Yeah. I see the water from the cast are going to soak through down to the bottom.
I'm in the
so
dark,
you can't
I
really
just didn't
put
show
them
up.
in the wood.
Oh yeah, you got them over here. I'm gonna leave them in the museum overnight to dry. I don't know if this shows up on this camera. Anywho, Bigfoot Museum. Whee! Mike's away for the weekend, Mike Rugg. So while the cat's away, the mice play. We're playing.
Takes a good 3 or 4 days for these to dry, actually.